Hey, it's Cecilia. Welcome to Clutter Wednesdays. Today we have a question, and the question is, how can I tell if I'm clearing clutter to help move forward or because I'm procrastinating something? This is actually a really good question because there can be a way that we use clutter clearing as a way to not do the things that we want to do in our life. I had a friend who every Saturday night I would call her up and ask her what she was doing, and every single Saturday night, this was like for years, she was cleaning her bedroom. And it was really interesting because this can happen, that we use clutter clearing or we use cleaning as a way to not do the things that we want to do in our life. So how do you know if this is what's happening? Well, how does it feel? Does it feel like you're procrastinating doing other things, or does it feel productive? If you're really honest, what's happening? I guess there's two ways of thinking about this. I definitely saw this in myself when I was in university or any school. As soon as there was a paper due, my apartment was so clean. I would go through and I would like clean off my desk and clean out the kitchen. And it wasn't really until like everything was clean that I could sit down and work on my paper, which inspired me to actually leave the house to do work. So if you have things in the realm of unfinished business, and so those are things on your to-do list, those are all the things that are niggling your brain, if that's the kind of clutter that you want to tackle, then if you find yourself really scrubbing around your toilet or like going through your toiletries, you might be using clutter clearing as a way to avoid doing some of the scarier, more gormly things on your list, especially if that is your priority. What really matters is, what is your priority? What is it that you're wanting to do? What kind of clutter do you want to fuck? And what do you want to make space for? There's going to be a clue in terms of what you're doing by looking at what it is that you want to make space for in your life. So if you want to make space for music, say, and you're spending your energy, and you have a choice. You can spend your energy making space in your living room to have people come over and play music with you, or you can spend your energy going through your Tupperware drawer. Which one do you think is going to help you get to your goal of making music with people? So you want to be honest with yourself about what your goal is, what it is that you want to create in the world, and if your task is supporting that. Now, I think that there are better, there could be worse ways to procrastinate than clear your clutter, right? You could watch Netflix, you could spend hours on Facebook. It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing that can happen. But if it is a concern, then just be honest. Be honest, be honest. Again, so much of this work is just about being honest with yourself and looking at things clearly. But it is always helpful to reach out and get some reflection. So I'm always here, and you can always hop over to the Facebook group. So this is a question for you. Are you using clutter clearing as a way to avoid your life? As a way to not do the things that you want to do? Or are you clearing clutter that's easy in order to avoid doing the stuff that is important to you? I'd love to hear from you. Just you can check in the comments below or in the Facebook group. And go forth, fuck the shit out of some clutter, and I will see you next week. Bye.